We all know that the life is the most important thing. There's nothing important than life for everybody. If you look at the present trend, and there are a lot of challenges in the healthcare around the world. I mean, to start with, the number of diseases are continuously growing. Specific to India, if you talk about, we all know that diabetes is the most important thing. Almost every family in our household in India, you can find one person. According to the International Diabetes Foundation in 2017 survey, India alone has 72 million diabetic population in 2017. And by 2045, it's expected to double. And it's not only in India, it's everywhere around the world. According to the Times of India article in 2016, they predict that India will eventually become the diabetic capital of the world. That's not really a good news, but what it tells us the challenges ahead in front of us as a community or organizations everywhere. And not only that, it's going to the other types of diseases. If you take cardiac as well as cancer, that's continuing to increase, and it's causing the impact to the public life. That's one side set aside. And coming to the industry, there is a lot of changes happening in India, both on the digital side as well as economic side. With more FDI opening up, more foreign companies coming into the industry, that presents a numerous set of new challenges which many of our businesses probably have not been exposed to before. The type of business models, type of the way running things, etc. It's become globally we are competing compared to what we have predominantly become the domestic industry. And all these foreign companies are following a very new different strategies in terms of attracting customers, increasing their footprint, and they're mostly coming with the big investments in their supporting them. It's becoming very challenging for the small business players or different even in the historically proven businesses to thrive. And compared to the international businesses, where they have proven the business models in a different developing developed world, etc., it becomes easy for them to come and challenge the traditional setups here. And so most of the businesses started feeling that pressure already. And with all these new companies coming up, what's other things changing is the customer expectations are already started changing over the last several years. Compared to my time when I came out of the college versus now, if you see, it's a very vast difference. Even within the last 5 years, the number of the electronic devices, the digital insights going into the industry is increasing at an alarming rate, right? And with all this coming, what's happening is that the consumer expectations are changing vastly. Not just particular healthcare industries or in a specific industry. Almost every industry you can take, it's about the convenience, how best I can, what's the best I can get, price, efficiency, cost effectiveness, and the overall value of the product. So that's totally something new. Now you already see even in the pharmaceutical industry, the discounts started coming up, all the online startups, everything. It's something we are not exposed to, as a country like 5-10 years ago, right? So the customer used to be, the one way of consuming things. Now they kind of exposed to new way of consuming things. Either it's a better price or better quality or better efficiency or overall customer experience. So that's also coming a new new baseline expectations for every industry. If your business doesn't have that, then what becomes? They start differentiating. The customers start shifting to those businesses who can start offering those conveniences. So to summarize this, today's business atmosphere, and I see this as 3 different major challenges. Due to the increasing disease population, there is going to be ever increasing demand for the healthcare services all across the board, either medical or pharmaceutical, etc. So that means, it's more business, but it's also more challenges in running the businesses and attracting the customers. Number 2, more competition from all the directions, not only from the domestic companies, but now you're pretty much competing globally. And number 3, changed customer expectations. So we believe that, every business now needs to understand these challenges and, start adapting themselves to be able to face this so that they can continue to thrive and grow and survive in the business. That's something new. If you don't, somebody will. And that's becoming a very challenging point where by the time you realize it, it may be too late to continue to succeed. That's how I see this. So what is required? How do we tackle these challenges as a business? we believe that with our presence in globally in US and other places, the technology can make a very big impact in every business. That's already proven in the developed world. There is no industry without technology. Technology makes your business much more efficient, cost saving, and opens up the opportunities which is traditionally not possible if you do it in a conventional way.